Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We are back, people. We are back. Welcome to the 476th episode of the world famous Hospital Podcast. Apologies for the slightly late start today. We've had some slight technical difficulties. It's obviously been a little while since we've done the podcast. So I want to give a massive shout out to everyone in the chat. Usually I have an iPad. It's just charging, so I'm going to have to hold my phone up and say hello to everyone. Big salute to Interstellar Audio. I just want to apologize that we've not had the opportunity to do this podcast for a while. I've been in Andorra, I've been in Mexico, I've been in France, Switzerland, and I ended up on the weekend in Tilburg. So yeah, I just want to give a massive shout out to everyone in the chat. So whether that's Brooks, whether that is Interstellar Audio, whether that is the Olho M. Gravata, Bon Voyage, Imka, my good friend, I didn't get an opportunity to see you down in Tilburg, but hopefully the next time. Big up LMC. All the way from Austria, one of my favorite countries in the world. Big up my friend MCD, bro. Big up Unlimited XY. Hello, Alistair Neal. All right, let's get cracking. Let's go. Have the iPad back, and the first comment that I can see is from Josue Sorano saying hello from Puerto Rico, and Roshan Rajan who says Forza Horizon opened my eyes to Degs and drum and bass. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty happy about that. So this amazing piece of music that you can hear right here is by an incredible artist called Kino, who we spent some time with in Andorra with Interstellar Audio. And this track is called I Live, I Learn, featuring Fady. So yeah, I just want to ask you guys, how have you been since the last time I saw you? Like I said, I want to just give a massive apologies once again. I know it's been a long time since we've been able to do this live. So where are you locking on from? I can see Portugal, Rio de Janeiro. I can see Pernambuco in Brazil. I've never heard of that place. That looks amazing. Washington, DC. What was my favorite show stop on the tour? I have to admit, they were all amazing individually, but yeah, Mexico, man. Incredible stuff. Right, let's go party, people. Let's do this. I learn not to let go.
I'll show you the side. Don't let me, don't cry. I'm getting in and fine. I need to be far for a while. I will see you on the other side. I need to be far for a while.
So yeah, well, we have a real international flavour right here. We've got from Germany to Aarhus in Denmark, in Bristol, in Wales, we've got New Jersey, we've got Michigan, Spain, Ireland, Russia, France. You know, we've got all the countries around the world. We're bringing ourselves together, man, and that's what it's all about, my friends. So yeah, big up everyone in the chat. What have you guys been up to? What raves have you been enjoying? Big up Indiana, big up Belgium. Anything that's on your mind, please let me know. I mean, I'm not an agony aunt, but, you know, I'm about as close as it's going to get, right?
On the other side. On the other side.
Now blow them away. 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 Yo, my fingers on the red button. I tell them man to say nothing. They wanna try live with their life. I want the silence up and unshut. Put it in them out and they wanna see bluffing. No cold steel, I'm not running. Bro side aim, I'm not fussing. Satellite phone, I'm too Russian. My man's cussing, talking of something. Blood rushing, big sweat like I'm buzzing. And I wanna offload and bust them, but I need password and code crushing. Between the eyes, I'm a plug them. Or set them free or go hunting. Man deals with my job, I'ma kill all the sons with my silence. I'ma start busting, blow them away. Now blow them away. Now blow them away.
So, we've got Gus Sargent, who's been skiing in the Rockies. We give a massive clap to Imka, who's got a new job on Monday.
Yeah.
Congratulations, my friend.
Now blow them away. Yo, I'm cocking back on that hammer. Reloading them banger. Computer chip in my pocket. Escape route in my swagger. Dropping landmines in my stagger. Detonation device in my grammar. Full view, I go pan. I'm taking, I'm talking straight for the dagger. One by one, I'ma silence the manner. I scanner. Attention alert to the planner. Man, definitely don't matter. Assassin code, I'm not badder. Man, play snake, I draw ladder. My silence will silence the chatter. I'ma exit the building and blow up the spot, then disappear. No cliffhanger, blow them away. Now blow them away.
And of course, this amazing piece of music that you can hear is by the legendary Serum and Inja. And it's blown them away, man.
Now blow them away. 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 Now blow them away.
Do you know what? Give a massive, massive shout out to Gang Gang Sport Cards. I met this gentleman in Orlando in Florida, and he came up to me and said, I'm a hillbilly. And you know what? He's just put in the chat, big ups Degs, is your favorite hillbilly. He is an absolute legend. Also, big up Poland in the chat. Do you know what, you guys, man? I've really missed doing this podcast. I'm just looking at the chat right now and seeing how many amazing countries, from Japan to Austria. Like, you guys are amazing, man. Thank you so much for locking in, locking on. Let's switch it up.
Off the ground, noises from the windows, but I can't hear a sound. And all of my limitations begin to fade away. In this place I have freedom, it's here I wish to stay. Thoughts become distant feelings, I'm going with the flow. I'll just sit still now and begin by letting go. Begin by letting go. Begin by letting go. These walls are disappearing. I don't seem to care.
Want to give a massive shout out to Winey and Etherwood, of course. We spent a lot of time with Etherwood, not only in Mexico, but luckily in Andorra as well. Absolutely amazing individual he is. Also really makes me laugh. We got delayed for about 5 hours at Schiphol Airport. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. So someone who is Dutch, please correct me if you need to. And we bought a bottle of vodka, because that's what you do when you're delayed for like 5-6 hours. And we drank the whole thing. And I don't think both of our girlfriends were particularly happy. So yeah, I was in the doghouse for a little bit, man. But yeah, still had a great time. It was worth it, right?
Can't hear a sound, and all of my limitations begin to fade away. In this place I have freedom, it's here I wish to stay. Thoughts become distant feelings, I'm going with.
Right, I'm gonna switch it up for you guys.
Sit still now, and begin by letting
By the way, I'm just looking at the chat. There's so many comments, it's hard to keep up, but there is one comment I really just want to focus on real quick. It is by Stephen the Dude. He said, guys, it's my birthday. Stephen the Dude. Happy fucking birthday, brother.
See if you can catch me, try and catch me if you can. It can't keep up, so they can't understand. When we switch the trick, try to get me gone, walk speed. Them white too slow, them can't keep up with me. Them white, them slow like a damn centipede. They 9 on me level, they 9 on me league. Saga down too, and the white just leave them black and blue. You don't know what's what, so they know who's who. Try to disrespect rude boy, you get stool. Take my advice, say they better just cool. Don't get me mad, don't make me draw for the tool. 10 out of 10 guarantees they do lose. Leave them parrots eyes better than Zaga-daga-dang-da. 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 Zaga-daga-dang-da.
George, this is an absolute classic of drum and bass music, right? So this track you can hear right here is by the legendary Comics, and it's called Talk to Frank, but this is the Break remix. Idea. Someone just asked me, are you going to play Too Bad by Taxman? It is very tempting. Right, this track was sent to me at dogsfordegs@gmail.com. It's called Biblical, mate. Let's go. I think that's worth the first reload of the episode. Welcome one and all to episode 476 of the Hospital Podcast. By the way, George is back as well. Can we just clap and make some noise for George? George is there hiding away as always. And so like I said, this track was sent to me by an artist called Revelation. It's called Biblical, mate. And I met this guy. His name is Anthony Raponi. I've met him a few times. I think I met him at Sun and Bass once. I saw him again in Mexico, and he reminded me that he's been sending me some music to dogsfordegs@gmail.com. So I went and I checked out this EP, and it's fucking sick. So yeah. Should we play it again? If it's nice, we'll play it twice. Yeah, big up Anthony, man. I don't know if you're watching. Hopefully you have an opportunity to watch back when you can. And thank you so much for sending me the tunes. And of course, to you guys, please, if you are a producer, a vocalist, or whatever you are, even if you want to give me some tune recommendations, please hit me up at dubsfordegs@gmail.com. And just to let you know that the 4 is not the number 4, it's spelled out correctly because my mum, she's African, she learnt the Queen's English, and I can't get away with speaking no B-Tech English in this.
Fucking biblical, man.
Do you know, sometimes I feel sorry for our Apple Podcasts and our Spotify listeners because I see hilarious comments like the one from Colin Nesbitt talking about my English skills. And they're never going to know what it is. So anyway, this tune that you can hear right now is a forthcoming tune by Hologram, and it's called Looking Down. So yeah, like I mentioned to you guys before, unfortunately, the reason why I haven't done this podcast, well, it's not really unfortunate. It's, I feel very, very lucky to do what I get to do for a living. And I've been spending some time away, just basically doing shows. And one of my favorite places that I went to was in Andorra. And it was myself, it was Kino, it was Etherwood, and it was an incredible award-winning MC who you all know called Inja. So I figured I might play some more Inja, right? And this track right here with Logistics, whoever gets the name right, you're just a legend, because this tune is a big one. And yeah, give a massive salute to Inja in the chat, please, party people. I can see the love is there, man.
Yeah, first we light them up, and then we blaze them up. Jump the heavyweight bass, I make the place around. First we light them up, and then we blaze them up. Then we step up.
Right, so is there anyone in the chat who might be maybe older than 34, 35? Because if that is the case, I got something for you right now. Let's do this. Wow, so we've got people from 1985. We've got people who are 42, 44, 46. I mean, that just proves that drum and bass, right? It doesn't matter how old you are. You're not old when you're 46. When you listen to D&B, I swear people who listen to D&B who are 46 are younger than people that listen to, like, I don't know, like, poetry. Big up Steve McGraw, who is 62. 62 years young, my friend. So yeah, this track right here is by Keaton and Hive, and it's called The Plague. What's that, George? I got something special for you, yeah? Okay. I got a little special for you guys that no one's ever heard, and I thought I'd play it for you right now. Welcome to the Hospital Podcast. Let's have some fun. jitters in the queue. Is this Mitzi gonna kick in for the bouncer sees the crew? Every one of us is mash up. Did the last one in the spoons. I did the 9 to 5 and cashed up. Don't wanna find in my balloons. Yeah, I'm only weightless in the rave. Seeing colours in my eyeballs, starring in my own cartoon. Drum and bass and not the Bible is the scripture I pursue. I wish my pals would hurry up so they can see this too. Because it's going off. Can't believe I fleeced the bouncers with this rap inside my sock. But my mate got caught and ousted sitting outside on the rocks. But we can't leave the situation cause the music's getting hot. Yeah, and the bars they're getting cold. My jaw it might be swinging but that's out of my control. Skip around the shabba bringing flows that I don't even know. And in that moment I'm a raver. Now I feel at home. So yeah, something a little bit special for you. A little dub plate just for everyone in the chat. If you like this, then please just give me a sign, let me know. I can see that you guys are really enjoying this. Thank you guys so much. It is a little bit of fun, man. Obviously, big up the streets. Thank you to everyone for your kind comments. If you're listening on Spotify and you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Deezer or however you get that, what I've just played is a little cover that I've done with two very good friends of mine, two very, very great artists. I can't say too much about it right now, but honestly, because I love you guys so much, I had to, I had to play it for you, but yeah. MCD bro goes, can you get me We Transferred up, bro? My man, trust me, when the time is right, you'll be one of the first to have it, my friend. Right, you know, obviously I mentioned to everyone who's like 30 plus. I thought I'd have some fun right now. George is looking at me thinking, what are you doing, bro? But here we go. Let's have some classics, man. Let's do this. God bless every single one of you for locking in, locking on. Let's have some fun, man. Let's do this.
Drugs whose primary effects are on the mind. So they are frequently called psychedelic.
So Mr. Dr. Taika asked me, when am I coming to Budapest? The only time I've been to Budapest was about 12 years ago, way before I started making music. And it was just a visit, and it is genuinely one of the most beautiful cities in the world. So if you get a chance to go out there, please do. Another birthday in the house. Party people of episode 476, can we give No Exit a massive shout out on their birthday? Happy birthday, my friend. Let's go. And Steve, I would love to come to Japan. It's something that I'm working on for 2024. I'm finally getting an opportunity to go towards Asia for the very, very first time in my life, even as a tourist. I'm going to be in Singapore. I'm also going to be in Bangkok and potentially in Bali as well. We're still waiting on confirmation for that. There's so much love and good wishes in the chat. Degs, when are you making an Irish appearance from Sharpson? Once again, a country I've never been to. I've been to Northern Ireland. I've never been to the Republic of Ireland. It's certainly something on my bucket list.
It's simple, life's too complicated. Drowning in the madness to keep hydrated. Deep in order to stay elevated. Choices never black and white, reality or matrix.
Brand new music from Vision Obi, DRS and Ember. It's called Antidote.
And just to find out there's a patent, always in a hurry, but forever waiting. Existence is a contradiction of verifications.
And yes, my girlfriend is in the chat. Catalina El Dorado Harrison. How you doing, sweetheart?
Rain pours, wait for the flood. Matter of course, no place to judge. Sometimes the stupidest things are done out of love. Round of applause, crying tears of blood. A cold breeze silently sweeps, misleads, timely relief. Mimicking the subtlety when swaying through the reeds. Bringing back the balance in tune with our needs. Mixed sensations, uncomfortably numb. Lost purpose, feeling dumb. Soul searcher, the web's been spun. Must nurture, nature's the one. At one, a harmonious lift. Pure fun found in the basic. Summertime is the epitome of this. As the sun sets, reevaluate the gifts. To truly live, forget about possession. Focus on the primitive like during adolescence. Solutions everywhere and remedies are ever present. Simplicity's the tip of one of life's key lessons. Open the portal, abandon the concept. In context, it's become a bunch of nonsense. Never on the fence, always giving my 2 pence. Minus optimism, the defense. Finding happiness in the midst of feeling melancholy. Walking down a creative path, the roads mostly rocky. Spending days on them. For ourselves, feeling sorry. Standing in the crowd, but never standing out like where's Wally? Feeling like a Wally. A victim of the status quo. Often the hardest thing to do is let go or go with the flow. They broke the bridges, so cross the river, jumping stepping stones. If we fall off, it's the stitches, elements, the antidote.
Okay, so Blean DB asked, let's hope Degs has been checking his Dubs email. I constantly check the email. It's one of them ones where obviously I get sent a lot of music and I have to plan it a few podcasts of advice in advance a lot of the time. So the advice that I would give, keep sending music. And yeah, man, that's what it's all about. Just keep sending me music.
Every second in the city where the rain falls, pray for sunshine bullet holes in the
fact notification says,
mentally and physically.
I always thought you had a boyfriend.
Also riveting in this in
I
court.
tell you what, I've been spending way too much time with Unglued, innit? I mean, I think people are starting to... Do you know what? I'm going to have to just unfollow Unglued on Instagram.
What we're breathing in. God fear is telling us to pray, we're not believing it. But I can feel the sunshine on my face. Gotta spread love in everything I do.
Big up Autumn.
Trying to set it straight. Money is the proof of evil. Trying to free up all my people. Heads most when no one hears you. But I ain't deterred. I refuse to live in fear. Keeping smiles on the faces of my people. Keep them near. Complicated contradictions. Rocky roads. Keep them clear. If we gotta be the only ones who's steering at the wheel.
So yeah, one more time. Big up with Visionobi, DRS and Ember. This track right here is called Antidote. And yeah, man, it's absolutely beautiful. It's forthcoming on Visionobi's album. I'm going to play something new from Hologram. Let's go. Should advertise that I Am Rich. So I Am Rich got Cubase Pro the other day. It's on sale. It's got until tonight 40% off. So I expect to hear a lot more tunes sent to dubsfordegs@gmail.com. Is that right? Is that right, George? Is that right? I think that is. Yeah.
You know, see sun a shine, go make the air. No readers a reverb, I no delay. No matter with the lazy bone, this is a feeling. Check. Listen what me say. No matter drop the button in a the relay. No tell me about tomorrow, deal with it today. Do it for yourself and not like success I give way. So tell me why you waiting? Why you waiting? Food a share out and a pot you scraping. Why you waiting? Tell me why you waiting? Gonna make no moves. I wonder why nobody narrating.
Don't lose sight. You're wrong, so they gonna make you do right. Keep on going, you fight. No, you never stop. No, you never stop. Don't lose sight. You're wrong, so they gonna make you do right. Keep on going, you fight. No, you never stop.
Okay. So No Exit asked me a question. Hey Degs, what's it like making music? So, believe it or not, I'm 34 years old now. I've been making music for, fucking hell, sorry, I shouldn't swear, about 22 years. And it feels as good as it does now than it did 22 years ago, I swear to God.
good MC is somebody who doesn't talk too much.
Yeah, big up Dimension, and especially as well,
And
we give a massive shout out to MCGQ. And of course, Degs, would you please give a shout out to my best mates, John and Peter from Seattle, Washington. Big up John and Peter, my friends. Right, Stephen asks, I wonder if Degs has ever taken psychedelics. Am I allowed to answer that question? I'm going to say... Yeah, moving on. I can't admit that. Just in case my mum's watching, bro. Come on. Big up Steve the chef.
The first creature on Earth. Okay. George, it's not quite that time. It's not quite that time. He was about to press the button, but it's not. So firstly, I'm just going to respond to a couple of bits in the chat. Someone is asking me, how do you make a proper track list for a mix? Well, my friend, honestly, Recordbox is your friend. Technology is a good thing. I know there's lots of people out there that are like, Wax is so much better, bro. Playing on 1210s is better. Old friend of mine, DJ J-Rex, used to have broken Newmark belt drives, and they were the worst things to mix on. It would take you like fucking 2 minutes to get a tune in time, and then like a little flick and it's out of time. So I would say use Recordbox, check Beatport, and do you know what? Support your people, man. Get your friends to send you music. You know, there's nothing wrong with hitting up artists. You believe it or not, most of us are like pretty normal people. Like you come for a pint with me and it'll be exactly the same as going for a pint with anyone else. I don't know. Maybe I'll just be a bit weird. I know George is looking at me as if to say, that's not true. You'd sink about 4 pints in 1 minute. But anyway, moving on, guys, really, really quickly. So sorry to be a little bit more serious, but I think this is really important that we do this. Unfortunately, on the 10th of March, we lost probably the iconic, if not even probably, 100% definitely the iconic voice of drum and bass music, MC Singing Fats. Fats is an absolute legend in this music. His discography was and is and will continue to be the best and one of the best out there. An amazing person, an amazing individual. I only got the chance to speak to him a couple of times at Sun and Bass, and he was one of the most straight-talking, funniest, charismatic individuals that I've ever come across in my life. And when I was kind of growing up and getting into D&B, there was like a few vocalists, particularly on the kind of like the non-MC side. And I would say there would be Fats, Stamina, Dynamite, and Darrison as well. You know, those four guys were the ones that kind of
influenced me the most. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a few tunes from Fats, and you could just do me a massive favour. And in the chat, doesn't matter if you're in the chat or wherever you are at home, just show some love hearts, put some love hearts in the chat, hug your best friend, whatever it is. This life is short. Sorry, I don't mean to be choking up right now, but he is an absolute legend of this music. So this track right here is by MC Fat and Alex Perez, and it's called Down the Line. Welcome to the Hospital Podcast, 476. Thank you guys for locking in, locking on. I think now is the time to show some appreciation to one of the greatest. And you know what as well, unfortunately, not as long after, we lost the legendary Jason K as well. So I just want to send massive love, respect and best wishes to his family too. And to all the families of anyone in the chat or anyone around the world that has lost anyone recently, or whether it's 10, 15, 50 years ago, it doesn't matter. We're all human beings right now. And, look out for each other, man. Make that phone call, drop that text, drop that WhatsApp, that Snapchat, that TikTok, whatever it is. Go and check on your people, man, just in case. But yeah, rest in peace to everyone that we've lost in this beautiful music. And much love and respect to all of you. I'm going to let this music take away. Let's go. Right, from one massive track by Fats to the other. I'm just seeing in the comments that DJ Markey did a tribute to MC Fats. It's actually something that I've not seen. I've been away on touring. So thank you so much to Fat Notification and everyone else that mentioned that. Steve McGrath as well. It's something I'm definitely going to go and check out. So to everyone listening to this podcast, please make sure that you go and check that out. I'm going to play another absolute classic. I don't even need to introduce this tune, man. This is probably one of the most iconic vocal lines of all time. Absolute classic, man.
Never do you wrong. Drop it down. Drop it down. Drop it down. Drop it down.
So yeah, obviously I'm not going to put anyone on the spot here, but I'm just really interested to know that anyone in the chat that was a fan of Fats, what was your favourite tune from him? Or maybe that it was an opportunity that you got to meet him. or whatever it is, anything that he put out. Is there anything that you wanna let people know? And of course, I will repeat it to the podcast.
Oh, I rock the young. I rock the weak. I rock the strong. Jump up and down, love this a ball. Right on, no, never do you no wrong. I rock the old, I rock the young.
Oh yes, Mark. How can I forget that Pendulum Plastic World with Fats and TC? Now that's a legendary link-up of artists if I've ever seen one. And so Fat Notification mentions his most popular tune, and I believe it is from what, 98 or 99, which is Peace, Love and Unity with DJ Hype. Which of course I'm going to have to play, maybe at the end of the podcast. Okay. Now this is the Fats hour, I guess. Some more music from the legendary MC Fats, and of course Chasing Status. Matthew Stanton, a comment that honestly I really agree with. He says there's such a mystic quality in MC Fat's voice. Eternal D&B gold. Honestly, my friend, I could not agree more, man. This guy is something special, man.
It's all about the sound.
I'm going to switch it up again. Some more Fats. So this tune, right? It was, it's a very recent tune. It's on Unglued's Interplanetary Audio album, which was released a couple of years ago on Hospital Records. And Fats was amazing in the 90s, he was amazing in the 2000s, he was amazing in the 2010s, and he was absolutely amazing in the 2020s too. And, you know, obviously Unglued is a very, very good friend of mine. And this track right here, I think is something special. This one's for the Sun and Bass crew. Let's go. What a beautiful piece of music, man. Okay, and some more facts. It is the Facts Hour. This is called I'll Be There with Makoto. Honestly, this tune went under the radar, man. This is one of my favorite tunes, bro, honestly. So yeah, just to remind you guys, this is called I'll Be There by Makoto, featuring the legendary and the eternal MC singing Facts. So yeah, Hospital Podcast, episode 476. And one more time, big love and respect, and rest in eternal peace to the legendary and one of my biggest influences in life and in music, MC Fats. And can I thank every single person in the chat, including George as well, for coming on this journey with me for that last little 10 minutes, man. I really enjoyed that. And, you know, when I go home, the first thing I'm going to do when I get on the Southwest Railway is stick on some absolute Fats classics. And moving into the new age of vocalists, this track is Inmost and Etherwood, and it's called Bloodstream.
Cause you're swimming deep in my bloodstream. Twisted, twisted in my dream. Sending me to the
So party people, thank you so much for locking on. I do apologise once again that it's taken so long to do another one of these live episodes. In 2 weeks from today, we are back live again. So keep sending your music to doesfordegs@gmail.com. Keep supporting your mates. Keep having a good time. And as always, I will make sure that every single tune aside from the cheeky little dub plate I played earlier, which George is like, can I have? No, he didn't even say that. He doesn't even care. So basically, yeah, I will put the track list up after the show and I'll make sure that you guys know exactly what has been played. So this track that you can hear right now is by an artist called Capture Light. That is Capture Light. Sorry, obviously, being from the south of England, I have a tendency to speak very, very fast, like a drum and bass MC. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, Capture Light, and it's called Circles. So Christopher has missed out on the podcast live. Christopher, this time in 2 weeks at 5 p.m. GMT, we will be back, my friend. I'm going to play some brand new music on Hospital Records. And this is from Kenobi. Tom in the Chamber. Let's do this.
Upside down.
And you know, I've seen the legendary Tony Coleman's name mentioned a couple of times. Well, a little birdie told me that he's going to come and be joining me on a podcast very, very soon to celebrate a new project from himself. So keep posted.
I woke up and everything was upside down. It kind of feels like I'm falling.
I would absolutely love to bring a link to Romania, my friend. Just tell your promoters.
Go up and everything will turn right round.
And that is true, Circles, right?
Very strange morning. But it's okay, cause I'll be back on track. I'm taking every warning. I don't know why it's a car relax. And yet my mind is so dormant. I had to have a little patience. Mind is running late since I got back from my vacation. All the risks I take will materialize as greatness. Make a few mistakes just to see what I should change. I won't do that shit again because I feel my heart aching. I've been in the pits but nobody gives a shit. Always trying to get my fix as I'm thinking I should quit. Trying to earn a couple quid. Been doing it since a kid. Keeping myself off the grid. Turning feels like I'm. It kind of feels like I'm falling. I go up and everything will turn right round. What a very strange morning.
Yes. So we have come towards the end of the podcast. And you know what? I've had a really, really good time over this last, I don't know how long it's been, like maybe an hour and 10 minutes, hour and 20 minutes. And, you know, it has been fun. I've really enjoyed it in the chat, but, you know, it does feel a little bit bittersweet to that little medley of Fats tunes that I played earlier. Because for me personally, as, you know, like a guy in his like mid-30s growing up, listening to drum and bass vocalists, I first got really into X-Man and Skibber, another person that we, you know, an incredible, one of the greatest ever that we've lost as well. And, you know, it's amazing how much you feel like when you're a fan of this music and you're a fan of these artists, you feel like you know them personally, and then because you go on the journey with them, you watch them from their rise, and it is an amazing thing. And Fats really had that that kind of like effect on me, to be honest. Like I grew up listening to a lot of hip hop and Motown and rock music and like a very eclectic, kind of taste in music. I'm very, very lucky that I'm from a mixed race family. So my dad is English and my mum is Kenyan. So as a result of that, I had an opportunity to be kind of exposed to a lot of different styles of music. And when I heard someone like Fats, and I'll say the same for the likes of Stamina and Dynamite, they kind of ticked a lot of boxes for me. They kind of had the soul, they had the kind of edge to them. They had I think someone mentioned it in the chat earlier, this kind of mystic sort of vibe about them. And it was, I remember when I first heard Fats, I was like, okay, I'm going to start singing on drum and bass now. This is what I want to do. And, I see a comment right now from Fact Notification saying I was absolutely gutted when he passed, and which is mad considering I never met him. And then that's kind of the truth, right? I kind of felt a little bit like that with Marcus Intellects. He's someone that I never met. He unfortunately passed away a little bit before I got picked up by hospital, so I never really saw him on the circuit. And, these kind of people, I hope that we can just keep their memories alive. I hope we can keep their flame and certainly their discography alive. I mean, I'm going to be playing Fats tunes left, right and centre. Same with Skibber. And even as well in the jump up scene, was a good friend of all of ours is DJ Dominator that we unfortunately lost in 2017. And, another very, 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 very supportive person who revolutionized jump up. And it's incredible how many incredible artists that we've lost in such a short space of time. It feels, particularly in the last kind of 10 or 15 years. I guess if you're a little bit older, you can go back to Chemistry and Storm. Obviously Storm, very luckily, is still with us. And I saw an amazing set from her in Sun and Bass in September last year. And I kept thinking to myself, I was like, imagine if I saw them two go back to back. I wish I was from that era. There's lots of the era that I missed out on by being a bit too young, like Helter Skelter and Lid Airport and all the rest of it. George is looking at me as if to say, where the hell are these places, bro? But I guess all I'm trying to say is, I think we're all very, very lucky to live this life and to be influenced by all these people who will come. And unfortunately, sometimes they will go. Some get very, very long innings, others don't. But all I'll say from an artist and a raver and a human being's perspective is let's all appreciate each other whilst we're here. Because I guess for me personally, I think it's the right thing to do. And so I'm going to end on a couple more tunes, right? And the reason why I'm going to play this tune, right, is that this artist here is from the US. I've been playing a lot more hip hop recently. Big shout out to Diane Charlemagne as well. Rest in peace to her. She incredible voice again. Sorry, I'm just trying to read the comments and also have a bit of a wedding speech at the same time. But this track is Mos Def and Pharaoh Monch, and it's featuring Nate Dogg. It's called Oh No. And the reason I'm going to play it is because someone said to me that Fats is the Nate Dogg of DMB. And I stood there for a little bit and I was like, because at the start I was like, I'm not really sure if I agree with that, but yeah, I definitely do now. So I'll play a couple more tunes and let's do this, people. Guys and girls, thank you so, so much. Much appreciated to every single one of you. And keep sending me music, keep spreading love to each other. And like I said, I'm going to play a couple more. Let's do this.
Yeah. One for the trouble, two for the bass. Welcome to the great incredible paper chase. Keep your boots laced if you want to keep pace.
Oh no, niggas ain't scared to hustle. It's been 7 days, the same clothes. Ask them originals, cause they know. Mos Def, Nate Dogg, Pharaoh. Step away from the mic, they too cold. The funk might fracture your nose.
Say my name. Observe how I stake my claim. I independently laid down and paid my game. My own tool raised my flame, cause dick ride ain't my thing. I earned what they said I wouldn't. I got it the way they said I couldn't. But now I'm getting it and they whole grill is crooked. Mad cause I'm getting caked out for my bookings. When y'all was asking permission, I just stepped up and took it. What? The kids better buy my rookie card now. Cause after this year the price ain't coming down. And if you got a joint bubbling, they get money now. Cause in a minute, it's gonna be some real trouble coming out. Just a warning. As usual, some cats won't heed it. The hard-headed always gotta feel it to believe it. A shame the jealous gaze is too short to see it. But when they face it, the cement, they know it in agreement. We can play nice and decent, but dirty like the 7-1 precinct.
Yeah, so Jonathan, not Jonathan, the Driller asked, is this a J Dilla beat? It's a good question, man. You know what? I'm a massive nerd when it comes to hip-hop, and usually I would actually know that. So, yeah, when I leave, I'm going to find out. I'm going to put it in the comments for you guys. Like I said, 10 minutes after the set, I'll make sure that I put everything in the comments for you.
Every day the saga evolved. The do or die, stay rumbling and bubbling hard. And when we move, we ain't got
Gus Sargent says it's Pharaoh Monch. Could be, you know. Actually, no, that's a good point.
Try to bully foot and end up stumbling off. I'm Daddy Brooklyn. Y'all niggas is the sons of New York. Getting spanked when it's too much trouble to talk. Respect.
Oh no! Look at who they let in the back door. From Long Beach to Brooklyn, they know. We rock from the east to west coast. Queen salute if you know. Step away from the mic, they too cold. The funk might fracture your
Very
nose.
contagious rap should be trapped in cages through stages of whackness, fouls, raps ablazing, and it amazes me how you claim thugs but go two ways without SkyTel pages. I'm intellectual, pass more essays than motorcade, police parades through East LA, more beef than delays. Thus what I vent is just what you lust to vent is eat relay. Hallelujah, Pharaoh Monch do ya, maintain the same frame of mind, screw ya. Get the picture, sit ya, seat ya, greet ya with scripture. I'm equipped to rip ya, reach ya. Pharaoh and Moses, verbal osmosis, coast to coast. We boast to be the most explosive here. Ferocious, the lyrical prognosis, your dose, just leaving you mentally unfocused there. MCs just come on round. You're the next contestant, or catch a beat down. Don't be hesitant.
So Tristan Howell has looked it up, and so has the Driller. It's actually it's produced by Rockwada. Wow, okay, really? That's a bit of a surprise, man. I had no idea. Okay.
That mic back down, boy. Drop that.
Yeah, honestly, it does sound like a Jay Dilla kind of rhythm, you know what I mean? So, yeah, okay, fair enough.
Oh no! Niggas ain't scared to hustle. It's been 7 days, the same clothes.
Hey, Tristan, munch on this, man. Oh my God.
Step away from the mic, they too cold. Funk might fracture your nose. Oh no! Niggas ain't scared to hustle. It's been 7 days, the same clothes. Ask them originals, cause they know. All step, Nick Dogg, Pharaoh. Step away from the mic, they too cold. Funk might fracture your nose.
Yeah. So to everyone that's made it this far, congratulations. You haven't got bored of me yet. You have been locked in to the 476th episode of the Hospital Podcast. Like I said before, thank you guys so much for your support. If you could do me a massive favor, if you guys want to share the podcast, make sure you leave me a comment or something like that on the YouTube comment stream after the fact. I want to try and spread this podcast as far and wide because, you know, I'm trying to support people as much as I can, and very, very proud, of course, to represent Hospital Records. So I think what we're going to do, and I think Fact Notification knows this is coming, right? So this track, I guess, was the track that kind of exploded Facts and Hype into the greatness that they were always destined to be and to slide into. And peace, love, and unity, just as 4 words, right, is a sentence, that I think we should all be trying to adhere to as much as possible. So, my name is Degs. Thank you. No Exit, one more time. Big shout out on your birthday. And yeah, I'm going to play the whole intro, and you're going to just have to watch me dancing like a weirdo with my sweat patches because it's hot in the jungle right now. So this is the last tune. Like I said, episode 477 will be in 2 weeks' time, and that's at 5 p.m. at Greenwich Mean Time. So that's at GMT, right? So set your calendars, and I really, really look forward to seeing you guys again. It's been like a month since we've done like a live podcast, and I really have missed every single one of you because, yeah, you guys give me life, and I really appreciate that. This one is, of course, dedicated to the legendary MC Fats, but of course, as well, it's also dedicated to every single person that we've lost in D&B and outside of D&B. Much love to all of you. Stay safe, be healthy, look after each other, and I will see you in a couple of weeks. Actually, just before I go, please say happy birthday to Caroline. Caroline! Sweet Caroline, happy birthday, my friend. And yeah, I'm just gonna let this roll out. We've still got about 2.5 minutes left of this tune. And you know, it'd be absolutely the wrong thing to do to cut out MC Fats when he still has 2 minutes and 20 seconds and more of magic to deliver. Let's go. Rest in eternal peace to MC Singing Fats. Peace, love, and respect to every single one of you. Thank you so much. And I will see you in 2 weeks. Thank you. Bye-bye.